What's up, party people?
To the Drive Time
Welcome to the Drive Time Podcast. Al Barnes just got finished headlining.
Headliner.
Headliner
Took
alert.
notes on stage.
Headliner
Very
alert.
unprofessional.
So all you people that have never gotten booked on a comedy show, guess what? Al is now better than all of you.
Yep.
By multiple margins.
Yep, by several.
You haven't done a host spot, you haven't done a guest spot, you haven't done a feature spot, and you haven't headlined.
Yep.
So
You've done literally nothing.
yeah.
But, yeah, we're just out here fighting for our lives. I mean, look, we got there, and to say that the crowd was sparsely packed would be a gross understatement, I would say, because there was nobody there.
There was, what, 5 audience members altogether?
7. 8
7.
including Sean.
Oh, yeah, that's
9
right.
including you. But
So it was a show.
Yeah.
It was, there are witnesses. If,
Yeah.
like, we had to prove in court that we did a set there, we could.
Yeah.
We could probably find someone.
People took pictures.
People did take pictures.
But, yeah, no, I mean, it was pretty. Although, honestly, with that being said, I think your first headliner spot at Battery Island, it wasn't like crazy packed. You had more than that, but
it wasn't crazy packed. But
yeah. But
I didn't get paid as much as you did.
Yeah, look, I don't know.
This place, we don't want to gas anybody up, but let's just say Al isn't playing the lottery tomorrow because he already fucking won it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna look, and it was even more than I thought.
Al
it was
has a bunch
be.
of cash at his address.
Yes.
No.
Did I tell you I did get robbed though?
Did you really?
Yeah.
What
so
the fuck?
there was an envelope by my door in my house in a basket that had $900 in cash in it.
Oh my God!
I was going to use it to pay my rent. I just hadn't taken it up yet, and I went to take it up, and it was gone. And I destroyed my house, and I can't find it. All right.
Oh
now,
my God, that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. All right, here's the deal, Parker. There's very few people that were in my house when the envelope was there. One, my wife.
Oh, you think?
Two, hold on.
Okay.
2, my father.
Okay.
3, the Xfinity guy.
Oh.
Hold on, Parker.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah, because number 4 is Parker Brown.
It's your dad.
Yeah, probably.
No, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
I was distraught for like 4 days.
Did I tell you about the time when my apartment, when I was at Towson, my apartment got black mold in it? So they put us up in a hotel, and I had all of my tips from bartending, because I bartend all my cash tips, in like a blue bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And there are these, and this guy came in. There was like a contractor, so it wasn't part of the hotel to like fix the air conditioning, and he stole like $1,400. I went to the hotel, and they're like, "There's absolutely nothing we can do. You're supposed to like secure your valuables with the front desk.
Holy
There's
shit,
nothing we
dude.
can do." And I was like, okay, well, can you at least like ban that guy from
Yeah.
like coming back? Like, can you get like, okay, I get you can't recover my money, but like I'm making like a serious accusation here.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I have no reason to lie.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, dude. Yeah, no, losing like.
And dude, that was back when I like literally had no money too.
Yeah.
Like, that was like my rainy day fund.
Oh God, yeah, that's very similar boat for me. I was like, God,
Dude, I'm
damn
sorry
it.
about that. It sucks, but like, and it does take a little bit of time to recover. But dude,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things because I got a little behind on the rent with the wedding and stuff. So I was like, all right, I can finally catch up. And then I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Totally.
Now I gotta wait, but it is what it is. Got robbed. You know.
Did that guy kick up? Do you think?
I don't know.
Xfinity guy, he
I don't
kicked
know.
up to his boss. You know, he
Maybe
20%.
Yeah, because he's the only person that I didn't know who was in my house unattended at any point.
Yeah.
Because Jackie had the dogs upstairs, and I was outside like putting a panel back on that we had to take off to get to it was like an access panel. So I was like, you just go start doing that stuff, and I'll put this panel back on real quick. And then he's in there for only a couple minutes, but I'm like, damn, it was sitting right there. He could have swiped it, and I don't know what happened to it otherwise. You know.
That sucks. It just sucks that there are people like that, though. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that just sucks. Did you report it to Xfinity?
No.
Or you don't know for sure? Or
I can't.
Yeah, you don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sucks the most is like the not knowing. You know.
Yeah.
That's like yeah. That does suck.
But yeah, but fortunately, stand-up comedy's helping me recoup.
I mean, damn, you made what, $90,000 right there.
Yeah, I made roughly $8,000
Yeah.
at Birdie's Cafe in Westminster, Maryland on a Thursday night.
Birdie's Cafe too.
I'm just happy that there was some people there, to be honest with you.
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Because we didn't have the date nailed down until, last Friday?
Yeah. Also, to paint you guys a picture, okay, I'm coming up to Westminster, okay? Now, I'm not a political comedian, but certain jokes skew
Right or left.
Right or left.
Yeah.
They just do.
Like Parker has a joke, for example, about the Little Mermaid being black, and there are some people who don't love that.
Yeah, and the conservatives don't like that joke.
Generally.
I have another joke about Bill Clinton being a pedophile.
Yeah.
Turns out liberals don't like that joke for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I have, material where, I make fun of trans people for having small penises. You know what I mean? No one
Parker
likes
does
that
not
joke.
have that joke.
That actually that unites both political sides. They both don't like that one. But yeah, so I was like, all right, I kind of had like some more conservative stuff that I have talking about like kind of making fun of like more liberal stuff,
Yeah.
And then you walk in, and I mean, the first thing you see is that sign that says like, hate, no person is illegal. We believe that science is real. Hate has no home here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay. And then there are about 20 fucking rainbow flags everywhere. They're like, we host Westminster Pride. I'm like, oh, really? You have all 6 of them in here for Pride?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude.
I was honestly very surprised, and not in a negative way, but I was very surprised that Westminster did have a Pride parade.
Do they really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like a big thing. Like all the businesses put the Pride flag, and just like, look, I don't have a problem with it, but the demographic is not very like we are. What is it? Red County and a blue state, like I was saying earlier. I don't even know if that was on the actual podcast we recorded, but very.
You're Red County.
Yeah. No, like a lot. Always Red County.
Yeah.
So a lot of farmland and a lot of whites, which is
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about at all?
What?
The Iowa primary.
Oh yeah.
No, you don't want to talk about that, do you? I'm just
No.
kidding. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, we're a political podcast. We're not a comedy, but
Yeah,
remember we decided we were going to strictly talk about politics now? We should run for some local office together. Like, that's probably not even allowed, but, like, run for, like, some city council or something like that.
Oh, my wife's dad was the county commissioner of Carroll County.
Yeah, dude, you got the fucking...
I've got the in.
You're RFK Jr. over
Yeah,
here.
basically.
The RFK Jr. of Carroll County.
Yeah, no, I think we could claw our way to the top.
Yeah.
What's the highest you'd want to go in politics?
Me?
Yeah.
All the way to the top, baby.
Yeah?
Presidente.
Oh, God, that seems like a lot of stress. I'd like to be like...
No, it's as stressful as you make it.
Yeah, you don't have to do
Reagan
anything.
didn't know what the fuck was going on. Joe Biden probably doesn't know what the fuck's going on. If you just let your advisors do everything, you know, you don't really got to do that much.
Bush got drunk and let Cheney do everything.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. I mean, and supposedly Obama had what's his wife's name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
She was making good lunches for kids at school or something.
I think I told you at my old place where I used to work, like one of the people that loved me was the head of the like women Republican for Maryland things, and I wasn't a huge fan of her. But I think I told you, like, she told me some of the wildest fucking conspiracy theories we ever heard.
Oh, dude, those are gems.
Michelle was a man, and that that Obama was gay. Like Obama sucked like people off in college.
It is hard to explain the kids that look exactly like the combination of the two of them.
But you know what I did? Yeah. But you know what I didn't never understood?
Yeah.
About the Obama being gay in college. It's like, okay. Like, if he was gay now, I get it. Okay, maybe it's a scandal. Maybe they can use that, like, against him for blackmail or something. But he fooled around a little bit in college.
Yeah,
like,
sucked a couple dicks.
He sucked a couple dicks. Like,
what are you going to do?
Who gives a fuck, dude?
Jesus Christ.
Like, can you imagine Putin being like, you know, we heard you had fun after a Cabernet night at Hawaii Community. No, he went to some good-ass college, I'm pretty sure, but, you know.
He seems like a Yale guy. You think it was one of the big Ivies?
No, it is, no, but Bush went to Yale.
Yeah.
And he was in the Skull and Bones, which is like...
their organization.
Yeah. Did we talk about the Skull and Bones?
I don't think so, but it's a way too cool of a name for a Yale group.
Well, no, you have to jerk off in a coffin and all this stuff.
Oh, really?
Pretty crazy. Yeah. That was like a big thing was, so like Bush Sr. was in it, and supposedly Bush Sr. like requested to watch his son jerk off in a coffin because like a member has to like confirm that you do it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And so supposedly like the rumor was that like Bush Sr. like requested to be the guy that like confirmed his son did
Now,
it.
son, please jerk your cock.
Well,
into this
maybe he
dog.
did it so like his son wouldn't actually have to do it. He'd be like, "Yeah, he did it."
Yeah, he done did it. Jesus Christ.
Damn,
Um,
that car's moving.
that is like a weird tradition. I feel like most of them are just like,
Oh, really? You think that's a weird tradition?
yeah.
They all have some gay fucking thing where they like have to elephant walk, or do you know what elephant walk is?
I don't know.
It's where you basically hold you like walk in like a circle. Imagine a circle of guys,
Okay.
and you put your thumb up the butt of the guy in front of you, and you grab the dick of the guy behind you.
What?
Like a lot of Alabama fraternities, I know from talking to people, they like made you elephant walk with all the new recruits or whatever. I'm like, that's just being gay, dude.
Yeah,
like
dude.
that's not like a, something where you're gonna look back and be like, where are you going to?
I'm just gonna park at my parents' driveway so the dogs don't get all riled up and start yapping.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
fair. Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
But
Yeah. Like that's yeah, that's just being gay.
Yeah. No, I don't.
But I don't even think gay, like, that's gayer than being gay. I don't think gay guys are like, ooh, there's 3 of us, we can do an elephant walk. Like, no, they're like, let's have gay sex or leave.
Well, I hate to do a Dane Cook bit, but there is a Dane Cook bit. He's talking about how, what is it, the Arabian goggles where you put your balls on somebody else's eyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, this guy pulls his balls out and puts them on a sleeping guy's eyes and said, "Look how gay he looks." It's like you put your balls on his face.
That's true. It's true.
I mean, you can't you're like, yeah, no, that's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. I don't know. I feel like I don't even know if there was a fraternity. I think there was a sorority, one of those co-ed sororities at Towson, but I don't think there's really much of a Greek life.
There were a lot of the Greek like people got kicked off of campus, because I know a couple people that were in frats at
Oh, really?
at Towson.
Were they actually, or did they just say that to seem cool to you?
I don't know.
Were they like,
I didn't go to the frat house.
or they like Theta Sigma Alpha till I die?
Also, isn't it weird that it's called Greek life? Like, I imagine they're like eating like olives and shit at the parties and like feta cheese.
We maintain a Mediterranean diet.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love it if everybody in a fraternity was some fat Greek dude.
Yeah,
He's like,
Stavros.
hey, come to the house. We're making gyros next week.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you bring over this 30 pounds of feta cheese I eat in one day?
You ever had falafel?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dude, all that Mediterranean food. I slept on it for too long. I finally like right before this diet, I was getting into the Mediterranean.
well,
game.
you know, a Mediterranean diet is shown to stave off dementia.
Really?
There's been studies done because it's like leafy greens and fish and garbanzo beans or chickpeas, as some say.
I love fish too, dude. I could eat fish for every fucking meal. I fucking love fish.
Dude, I was a little light on food the other day, but I had a can of chicken noodle soup, and I was like, I have a can of chicken noodle soup and a can of chickpeas. I was like, it'll probably be fine. Add a little protein to it. It was the worst goddamn thing.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
I was like, I'll just put some hot sauce in it. I was like, made it worse. This did not help. Like,
I can tell you what I had to eat today because I was kind of proud of it. Tell me this doesn't sound great. Okay, goat cheese and smoked salmon omelet.
I thought you were only doing chicken.
Huh?
I thought you were only doing
No. I can vary it up.
Oh, okay.
But it's mostly protein. So, like, that is mostly protein. You know what I mean? Like, eggs are kind of 50-50. Smoked salmon leans more towards protein.
Yeah.
Fat, like cheese, has some protein, but also a little bit but more fat.
Dude, I feel like, I
had that, and I just put a shit ton of hot sauce on it. It was the fucking best thing ever.
I hate to plug this restaurant, but,
Okay.
but they are very good, but they kind of screwed up something with Jackie's bachelorette party and booking, and it was a whole thing. Anyway, not the point. But it's called Madrone's, and on they have this brunch thing. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up.
Okay.
Because it is this fucking fish breakfast situation. Hold on, fill the time while I'm figuring this out, Parker.
Yeah, so, I was trying to think of something I was watching the other day. I've been doing a replay of Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best video game of all time.
Yeah, you've
I've
mentioned
been doing
that.
a faith build. So if you guys don't know, like Elden Ring, it's like these really hard video games. Yeah, no one cares about this at all.
You're saving it. You're carrying the podcast.
I'm carrying the pot. Let's look at the buttons on Al's dashboard. We got FM, AM, radio,
Okay, that's a good one.
CD, SAT for when you're studying for the SATs. No, I mean satellite. Aux for auxiliary. Load for when you're ready to bust a fat fucking load. Disc cat. No idea what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
Folder? Why what? You're doing you're navigating a fucking folder hierarchy in your Honda Accord over here?
I found it. Okay. So it's the fresh salmon hash is what it's called. But it's fresh salmon, simply seasoned and grilled over hickory, served on over hash browns with vine-ripened grilled tomatoes, poached eggs, and hollandaise.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
That sounds fucking amazing.
And they also have this coconut French toast. Oh, my God. And knock your dick off.
Wow.
Yeah.
If I wasn't dieting right now.
Yeah, maybe. So, what is the plan with the diet? How are you going to transition back into real life but maintain?
So, basically, I'm going to go over. So, I'm going to keep this diet up until, it's going to be, June or July.
What's your goal weight?
150.
What? Jesus Christ, Parker. What was your max? What was your max? 250?
260.
260? Okay.
So, I'm at 225 right now.
Damn.
But that's in a fucking month.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking insane?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I only started weighing myself when I was around 240. So I know I went to the last time I went to the doctors I was 260.
Yeah.
So.
And the doctor was like, "Bro, how'd you even get in here?"
Dude, is it 260 crazy? But yeah.
That's crazy, especially for respectfully your height.
Yeah.
It's pretty shocking.
Damn. I mean, I'm hoping that'll be 40 pounds in a month by the end of the month. That I can get down to 220.
Yeah,
which
I think
I should be able to.
225 is probably my max.
Yeah.
That I've been. I'd like to get down to 185 though.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a good weight.
But
for me.
You're taller, but you also have more muscle too. I don't have a ton of muscle.
Thank you
know
for
what I
saying
mean?
that.
So I can get down. When I was in high school, the lowest I ever got was 145. But that was after I already had been cutting weight, and then I got the flu, so I was just shitting and throwing
Jesus
up
Christ.
everywhere. And that got me down to 145 or whatever.
That's a good weight loss plan though.
Yeah, dude, it really is.
I've heard a couple people say that they're I got the flu and I lost 15 pounds because I was like, wow, you look great, and they were like, yeah, I had the flu.
Yeah, no,
I think
really
it's a diet hack.
The other thing is that you can do that, my wrestling coach always said not to do, is if you take a bunch of laxatives, too,
Oh yeah, just to hydrate the fuck out of yourself.
Well, also food just passes through you really quickly too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had to start doing it, not to get too gross, but I had to start taking a fiber pill every day because I went a week and a half without.
Oh yeah, you were telling me it was a couple days when we last talked.
Dude, no, it was it was 10 days.
Without shitting?
Without shitting.
Are you sure, or it wasn't just an early morning you didn't remember you did it situation?
No. It was 10 days of nothing.
Jesus.
Some
Christ.
farts, but no. And so I started taking a fiber thing, and then for the first one I took a laxative, and it took a day and a half for the laxative to work, and I was like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
So I was worried because I thought I had to go to the hospital because I was reading online, it's if you get a stoppage in your intestine, you could fucking die. Your intestines can rip open. But no, a day and a half later it was I lost 3 or 4 pounds in a day.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was just hanging out in there. Was it a brutal shit?
Huh?
Was it a doozy?
It's just very watery. Just very watery.
Oh, all right. I guess that's better than
yeah.
One where you got to push and you're tearing up.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
Those are the worst when you have a multiple. I don't want to get too into this, but when you have a multiple push.
Oh my god.
And you gotta
have you ever had one that almost seems like it turned sideways kind of?
Oh yeah.
And you're like, fuck.
Dude, I'm thank God I can't physically see my asshole.
Yeah. Well, also thank God I'm not gay, dude. That would suck.
That would ruin the experience for the other guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So a gape.
But no, I'll keep you up to date. I'm hoping that by the end of next month I can hit 200.
Yeah, I am enthralled in your dieting journey.
Which would be, I mean, I'm down to, and if I'm talking too much about this, but I'm eating 1 meal a day. So I'm eating 600 calories.
That's crazy.
I'm working out twice a day. So
dude, I got a smooth. This is not really related, but I love a smoothie occasionally. Yeah. And the problem with smoothies is they do generally have high sugar because there's a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
in the
they're
fruit.
Tons of calories.
Yeah, but they are tasty, and you can get I get ones with a lot of the protein shit in it, so it's I can somewhat justify it. But after I went to the gym today, I was like, I'm gonna go get it. But I was like, hold on, Smoothie King has an app. Right, I can get $2 off. I'm definitely gonna get that. I go to download the app, and it says this app was made for an older version of your Android software. It's no longer compatible. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? How could you...
Someone fucked up at Smoothie King.
I was like, that feels like an easy thing to fix. I also don't understand how, the app because you have a newer thing, the app doesn't work anymore. And maybe you could shed some light on that, but that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I feel like if you, I understand.
Not every piece of software, not everything is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
So think about it like this: you, when you have a PS3,
Right.
you can play PS2 games on it.
Yeah.
But if you get a PS4, you can't play PS3 games on it.
Yeah, I understand that.
You have to build in backwards compatibility. It's not something that comes default. You know what I mean?
I just feel like what updates could Android have really made between when it was?
That's Smoothie Kings. So like one of the things I actually know a little bit about app development, and like one of the things is that you have like a guy that's like a versioning expert that's like to the changes they have to make to update it to the new thing are probably like take like a day to do.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to all the new versions coming out. We got the developer package, so we actually get that like a month before they push it, so that we can like make it compatible. And that guy probably just didn't
shit
do
the bed.
That. Yeah.
Well, and like, look, I told the lady when I checked out, some teenage girl, I was like, look, I understand you can do literally nothing about this, but I just want you to know I tried to get the. To be honest, I was saying it because I was like, give me the $2 off, bitch. But
you want to know what's weird too?
What?
So like you think like it's one app. They actually have a different app for each version of the software.
Oh, really?
So it'll go back probably like 7 or 8 versions, and each one of those is a separately maintained app, weirdly enough. And it just detects on your phone like what.
Yeah, which one?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, but she was like, oh, that sucks. I've never seen that before. She's like, maybe your phone's not up to date. And I was like, no, actually, my phone's too up to date.
You stupid bitch.
I called the corporate office. I said, hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
They're like, we'll let our IT people know. I was like, not good enough. Give me my $2 discount, bitch. Like,
I found a bug. Is there a bug hunting reward?
Yeah, well, I don't know. And I was like, God damn, you really gonna make me pay $10 fucking for a smoothie? This is obscene. Crazy expensive. No, but I've gone to the gym the last 4 days. 4 days in a row.
That's amazing.
I've just been doing that stair stepper thing a lot.
Dude, I love doing stairs. That's the only cardio I can do.
Yeah,
stairs.
Yeah, and I'll just get on the treadmill at like 3.5 miles an hour for my little cool down afterwards.
Yeah.
But no, the stair thing, it's brutal, dude. Like,
dude, you actually like burn calories.
I was sweating my ass because like the first like 10, 15 flights of stairs, you're like, whatever. I'm just walking upstairs. This is dumb. Yeah. But today I finally hit 50. Which was fucking.
Damn,
I was
crazy.
Dying, dude. The last 10, I was like, I can't do it. I can't. And then my shuffle put on some bullshit song, and I was like, and I was like, no, like I'm not like I need music to get through, but for these last 10, I'm fucking dying. And you put on some fucking. It was like you could call me Al or something. And I was like,
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Why? I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna kill it.
Puts on some like Latin jazz.
Then
no.
Yeah, then I skipped it. It was like Depeche Mode, and I was like, no, for the love of God, put on something. Do you want
Motorhead or the Wiggles? You're like, God. Motorhead. It's like the Wiggles coming right up. You know.
Yeah, and then that one song was like, I gotta get through this, came on, and I was like, lyrically, yes, beat now. But yeah, and then I'll just do like a mile and some change just walking on the treadmill. Because the treadmill got Sudoku puzzles on it.
How long does it take for you to walk a mile?
I mean, at 3.5 miles an hour, I guess it's mathematically, it's probably,
15 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. But, I mean, I've, like, generally, like, if you're, like, hiking at a steady clip, you can go, like, 4 an hour. But most people walk in between 2 and 3 miles an hour. Yeah. Generally. But, like, 4 or 5 miles an hour. For really power walking, full strides, that thing. Then this old lady gets on behind me, and she starts asking me questions about on the treadmill beside me. She starts asking me questions about the treadmill. She's like, is this one working? I was like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't work here, lady.
She's like, oh, wow, look at you. You're really moving. I was like, I'm going 3.5 miles an hour. And then she gets on and she sets it to 3. And I was like, all right. But it did look much faster for her because she was like a short little old lady. So her legs were fucking cruising. Whereas 3.5 miles, I'm just like walking regular. Yeah. I just turn up the incline. But yeah, the treadmill has Sudoku puzzles on. So I'm like very much an old woman.
That's pretty cool.
I'll sit there and do Sudoku on the touchscreen because I hate being on treadmill so fucking much that I need to have I think I was listening to Kevin Smith on the Joe Rogan Experience in my ears from 2012.
Yeah.
And I was like listening to that and doing Sudoku, and I was like, God, I fucking hate that. I hate being on a treadmill. I can't run on a treadmill. It fucking kills my knees. I can't. I'm such an old person.
That's crazy.
But
All right, I think that's gonna.
yeah, I think we're good. Let's see how much time we got.
What
I
do
feel
we
like
get to?
we chatted for a while. 24.
That's cool. That's
not
alright.
too bad. Look, guys.
Yeah.
And I know some people are not gonna like a shorter podcast, but those people saw us perform tonight, so it doesn't matter. They got what they wanted. They saw me up there for 30 minutes. Parker was up there. I think he did 10.
I didn't do 10. I did like 15. I thought. No.
Did he light you?
No.
Yeah, I think it was like 10, but whatever. We got the money up front.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been the Dry Time Podcast. I'm Alfred Barnes.
I'm Parker Brown. Have a good one, dog.
Salutations.